It is so crazy that he made this album for me specifically, and he sent it to me on my birthday, and he released it just right after. It's kind of crazy, guys. My birthday was February 15th, by the way, and he totally sent it. He's totally made this for me, guys. It's crazy. Craziest thing that's ever happened. It's big artist made music just for me, nobody else.
Rise of the Jedi, I'm a fly with a red eye. If you got as high as me, you would die like a dead eye. I've been dark side living and I hope that I'm forgiven, but I don't give a fuck if I'm not, cause I'm winning. Burn me alive, see if I die. Rise from the ashes, no longer Jedi. I'm with the Sith, suck on my dick. Please call me Vader, I'm not Anakin.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Longhouse. I am your king, Emmett Gray, the king of the army of the Greys, and this is the first reaction official of 2024. Now, I haven't done, you know what, actually, curiously, let's see when my last reaction on this channel was. So the last reaction on the channel was almost a year ago. It's been 11 months since we've done a reaction. We took a little break from it. I wanted to figure some things out. I wanted to not just have this be a reaction channel, and it's kind of what this is, but it's supposed to be an all-encompassing channel of all the media I consume, having reviews come in, having some small video projects, having all these other things come through. Is supposed to be what it's about, not just music reactions, which music reactions are totally fine. I love those, but we'll get, yeah. So there's more reaction content coming, not just music. I'm excited to share all that stuff with you, but that's stuff working in progress. Second thing is, last time we recorded, I did not record on this setup. Well, I did, but it wasn't this camera. Is my camera here? It is here. It's usually this camera that we record for this channel specifically, but I'm going to use my webcam today because I didn't charge any batteries for this, and I haven't used this thing in a couple of months. I used it for a photo gig that I had that I had gotten paid to go out and do. Anyway, introductions out the way. I'm your host, Emmett Gray. We're here with some reaction music content to my boy. Of course, there were two people who could have possibly got me to come back to reactions. Eminem and my boy Nampson. And I think it's fitting that us coming back to normal reaction content is one of my best friends, literally like a brother to me. Nampson, Nick. This is my guy, this is my homie, and he just dropped a new album. I know he's gone through a lot of metamorphosis of self and a lot of self-reflection, as well as metamorphosis music-wise. So I'm very curious to see what his sound's going to be like in this, what kind of songs we're going to get, and I'm fucking excited. I'm excited to be back in the reacting chair. It's been a while. We got the pizza chair now. If you don't know, you don't need to know. But anyway, let's get this up and let's take a look at this. Other thing is, this is gonna be the opening clip. Just warning you guys, you've already seen this. It is so crazy that he made this album for me specifically, and he sent it to me on my birthday, and he released it just right after. It's kind of crazy, guys. My birthday was February 15th, by the way, and he totally sent it. He's totally made this for me, guys. It's crazy. Craziest thing that's ever happened. It's big artist made music just for me, nobody else. I have 3 goals with this. 1, get through the whole thing and have like a good reaction. 2, find a new intro song for my live streams. 3, find a new intro songs for my videos. Without further ado, let's make this full screen. Let's go. Also, this song is Aint Afraid.
I'm not scared of no death, I ain't afraid to go rest. I'll sleep forever and a day until the weather is okay, but I'll give it my best.
If it's gonna continue with songs like this, I'm gonna be crying at some point in the video. I'm just saying, not in the best place mentally right now, so this might be a doozy. This already, which is the last few songs he's done, has this Mac Miller-esque vibe to them. And I'm cool with that because that is one of my favorite sounds when somebody can do it properly. I think Nick does a fantastic job. I think he's really getting in this bag. And, you know, the first couple songs, it was more like he was still trying to find that voice, so it was a little rougher vocally. This seems significantly more smooth. Like it went from being like a milkshake that's a little too frozen to like the perfect consistency that you can drink it, but it's still ice cream. Does that make sense? If that analogy was a little fucking wonky, but I'm sure you get me, right? Cool. I like it so far. I like the premise already. If that's gonna be the whole song, I'm in.
Take until I'm dead and in my grave, but I ain't afraid. No. What else can I say? No, I ain't scared to die. Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. I don't even fear nobody if they ain't among the living. I just keep existing and listening, trying to wait through the...
Sorry, I got stuck on a bar. I ain't afraid. What was it? Hold on. What did he say? Hold on.
Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. I don't even fear nobody if they ain't among the living. I
don't even fear nobody if they ain't among the living. That's a nice bar. I don't know why that stuck in my head. And that was like, reactors will understand this. Sometimes you hear a bar and it like, it triggers something in your brain and you're just like focused on that bar, and then the song keeps playing, and then you like lose the rest of the song because you're too busy listening to that one thing in your head play over and over again. That's literally what just happened. I just like that bar. That's a sick bar. That's a good opening. I like this flow pattern. I like his vocal range here. I like the way everything sounds. Again, it's like a buttery smoothness to it almost. And he's dancing on the beat. He's riding it, and I really, really am enjoying this. I like this flow pattern.
Come and get me, come and get me, come and get me. I don't even fear nobody if they ain't among the living. I just keep existing and listening. Then it's stored that there's something much more than my usual norm. I'm scared.
Ha! This is gonna be rough for me. It's funny, that sentiment at the end there, right? I was just talking about this, where it's like, I feel like I'm past a certain point. I'm still not good mentally, right? But I feel like I'm past a certain point, and like, I'm on the cusp of something. I don't know what that thing is yet, but it's coming, and I know it is, and I know when it gets here, I'm prepared for it, and I'm ready to expand on whatever that could be, whether it's like going viral or like monetarily getting more comfortable or whatever it is. It's like, I feel like there's like, I'm on a bubble that's about to pop, and I don't know what's going to happen when the bubble pops. And it's funny that the end of that verse was that sentiment, because I was literally having this conversation the day this was recorded, of this like feeling like something's about to happen. I just don't know when or what that thing is. And I know that everything's going to change because of it. And I'm just preparing myself for that change. Interesting. It's just an interesting thing. And that's the way that's what I got from that. But that's like creator perspective from that as well. Like, oh, cool. This is something bigger, something more. Beautiful. I love those little lines in there. I love the little like nuggets of wisdom. It's cool because he's doing like this almost punchline flow with it, but instead of like a normal punch where it's like jokey or shit talky or braggy, it's literally like words of wisdom. A person who does this very well is Royce da 5'9", where he can just have this insanely thick flow of just like hit after hit after hit, but it's like gems of wisdom in there, like things you should be thinking about, things to elevate your consciousness and things to elevate yourself. The thing that Nick is doing that's a little different from that is he's more so, it feels like he's just talking what he's feeling and getting that out there and putting it to track, which is a beautiful thing, and it's not something that a lot of artists can do. So it's very cool to see. It's a very niche thing that not a lot of people can do. There are a lot of very good examples of people who can do that. Jordan Lucas, Hobson, NF, just to name a few, of just like they can get that emotion out in a way that is them, specifically them, and Mac Miller, of course, it's specifically them that is like in their own space and is their thoughts completely, and it's like they're not even making music for you or me, they're making it for themselves, they're making it for other artists or whatever the case may be, also just to get that thing off of them. And it seems like that's what this is. So if this is like what the whole project is going to be, I'm very excited and I'm very curious to hear where it's going to go. I've ranted enough. Let's continue on with the fucking song.
Out this form, I think I made it out this world. I think I made it to a place I ain't never been before. And I'm sure that there's something in store, that there's something much more than my usual norm. Not scared of no death, I ain't afraid to go rest. I'll sleep forever and a day until the weather is okay. But I'll give it my best.
It's an interesting thing. He's not scared of death. That's my whole thing. I have been too many times in my life, and I'm sure many more that I had never even realized, very, very close to death, right? And the fear of death in me is not there. Like, I'm a person who would just take the dumbest chances that could be possibly deadly, and then when things go wrong, I'm like, what happened? I don't know. Like, it's definitely me. I'm that guy. I'm extroverted in that sense, right? It's an interesting thought. It's like, I've always just feared dying old and alone. That's always been I fear that more than the death itself. Like, yeah. I don't know. Interesting thing to ponder on.
A day until the weather is okay, but I'll give it my best. Yeah. Till I run out of breath. Ponce de Leon, cannabis elixir. I'm Patron on yeah, without any mixture.
Those bars are great. That's so fun. I like that little bit of comedy thrown in there. That's fun. I didn't expect that. I thought it was going to be serious the whole time. That was great. That caught me so off guard. You can tell. I'm sure you saw it in my face. I was like, huh? Oh. And then got the laugh. That was fucking fantastic.
Seen her paint a picture. I'm Pablo Picasso. Wishing I was richer. I'm the Ponce de Leon. Waiting grand to be right here, right now. Where else would I be?
Yo, that straight up just sounded like Mac Miller right there. What the fuck? Yo, that threw me for a loop. That made me teary-eyed. Holy shit. Holy fuck, that was weird. I just had an out-of-body experience. What the fuck? Okay. I didn't hear that again.
Everybody raise their glass up to death. Everybody raise their glass up right now. Cause you got this moment and don't know what's next.
What's this?
To be right here, right now. Where else would I be? What else would I do?
Whoa. That ending caught me, bro. That was so strange, but also so beautiful. All right, let me get the next song teed up here. Okay, that last song was dope. It was an interesting choice for an opening song to an album, because it puts you in a strange place mentally. I'm in a weird spot right now, because I'm excited still, but I don't know where we're going, which is also exciting. Fantastic song. Production was great. I didn't really talk about the production a whole lot, like I normally do. It was very reminiscent of like Mac Miller, Triple X, like Lil Peep, like those kind of beats. That kind of like super buttery, like nice flow, more simplistic, jazzy at points, like stuff. I really liked it. I don't know what else to say. That was a great song. I'm trying to like get my thoughts together. There's a lot in that song because there's a lot to unpack. I think it was very interesting because you see this like almost like it's interesting because I would have depending on how this album goes. Maybe I'll just hold on to this thought for the no. I'm just gonna say it now. It's interesting because that song feels like it should be an outro song for an album. Like, but it also depends. Because that feels like the song of him already getting past everything, not like delving into it. And I thought this album was going to be a lot of delving into self. So that song feels strangely out of place, but if I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's see. Because if it's what I don't know. This is interesting. It just felt like an outro song to an album. Like that feels like the song you play at the end of the journey, not at the beginning. Unless the end of the journey and going on to a new journey is what's happening, which could also be a thing. I think I'm overthinking this. This is what happens when we don't react to shit forever. All right, let's go. Song number 2, Stratosphere.
Oh, I'm so hyped to that last time. We could hit the space bars when we writing them raps, girl. You space bars when we writing them.
It's a nice little double. It's a nice little double there. We can hit the space bars while we're writing them raps. Space bar is like space bar on the keyboard, but also space bar is like a bar in space. And also, that's a triple technically. Space bars as in bars, like lines in a song that make you space out. Like, god damn, that was nice. That's a nice little bar. That was a good bar. I like this flow. This song sounds like it should be in Pineapple Express. I just rewatched Pineapple Express the other day. I think that's why it's in my mind. But it sounds like a song that would be played in like a Cheech and Chong movie or just a stoner movie. Just it's one of those songs. Like it's one of those things. It just sounds like that. And I'm here for it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
High as a kite in the air, my dear. Do you love me? Waiting for the blast off. 3, 2, 1, pilot light. Now we gassed up, zooming through the stars. Hollywood getting passed up. Cause
there's another little double zooming through the stars. Hollywood and get passed up. Stars on Hollywood Boulevard, zooming down Hollywood Boulevard, but zooming through the stars is in space. Nice little. He's got some gems in here of these little double and triple entendres, man. This is fucking fantastic. I love the like bounciness of this beat. Like it makes me it's literally all I've been doing sitting here. Like I'm just taken away. Like I wish I was stoned right now. Fortunately I can't, but fucking fantastic.
yeah, got to count down like NASA, waiting for the blast off. 3, 2, 1, pilot light. Now we gassed up, zooming through the stars. Hollywood getting passed up. Cause I never walk, only fly with the grass up. Damn.
Oh, that continued on. God damn it. I do that so much. Where you just pause it. The way that was placed, the Hollywood walk, like it's just like the fucking, it's implied, but the words are separated in the bar. And it was a nice way of connecting multiple bars into a double entendre. That was beautiful writing. That's fantastic writing. That's the kind of writing I like doing. That shit's fun. Love that. Fucking love that.
For the blast off. 3, 2, 1, pilot light. Now we gassed up, zooming through the stars. Hollywood getting passed up. Cause I never walk, only fly with the grass up. Damn. You're not special something.
Am I fucking stupid? I just realized this whole time he's talking about Mary Jane, marijuana. This could also be a love song, but it's a song about marijuana. Duh. Why am I stupid? Who fucking made me this way? God damn it! I thought he may be talking about an actual person. That's a love song about marijuana. And I'm okay with it. I'm here for it. That's hilarious. I'm dumb because it took me 2 minutes and 13 seconds to realize that was what the song was. I feel stupid. Not in a bad way, because this song is fantastic. It's bouncy. It is like the right kind of mood. It's definitely a song that I would be singing stoned. 100% that's going to happen. Fucking fantastic. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I just realized it. It clicked in my head and I was like, oh, you're fucking dumb.
Don't stress a thing. I think
Also, just a little side tangent about music making. If you want me to fall in love with a beat, put a fucking piano or a violin in it. Or both. These piano underlines, like at the front of the mix, maybe it's like mid-mix. Might be. Well, this piano is at the front of the mix. Goddamn! I love that shit.
Long ever since I met you, I've been feeling better. Think they haven't sent you, and I hope we make it last forever, babe.
This song reminds me of an LMFAO song, and it's a weird connection, and I don't know why my brain did this. And it is, I don't know what the name of the song is off the top of my head, but I could rap the song right now. And it's, I feel like I just sing the song for the first time. You make my life right because you shine. It's me and you, baby. It's our time. I'm living my dream, girl, because you mine. You got me skipping down the street, singing love songs. I the key. I didn't smoke nothing, but I feel so high. And I know why. It's a love thing. It's got to be. Your heart's on lock and I got the key. Anyway, I don't know why this reminded me of that. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, we could go all night.
I like that. Way up in the never. I like the way. Sorry, pause. I like the way up in the never. I like the way that like bounced around the mix, like you're literally like. Someone's behind you doing this, like going back and forth, and it's just like coming in and out of each ear and then like both ears, and it's like cool. It was a little cool little like spatial audio thing that probably a lot of people are gonna miss, but that's a nice little touch. It's a cool little touch in mixing. It's just like you don't need to do it. It doesn't sell the song any more or less. It's just like a nice little touch that just like a little adjustment there. It's like, ooh, nice. Again, 2 in a row, 2 great songs, 2 vastly different songs. The first one was like somber and almost sad, of like end of self-reflection getting to a new moment, and it was like triumphant in the end, right? This was just bouncy and happy and fun. Again, this is going to be a strange journey. I liked it a lot. Again, it sounds like a song that should be in a stoner movie. It sounds like a song that I'm definitely going to sing randomly when I'm high and it's going to pop into my head. It's definitely a song that is going to stick in your fucking head. Like 100%. Interesting. All right. Let me get number 3 up. All right. Now we have Poolside. We're in for a long ride. This has the potential to be one of my longest reactions ever. So, yeah. So far, first 2 songs, fantastic. Love it. Vibey. See where this goes.
Too fried, can I get your number? What you doing tonight? Touch you when I please you want.
What year is it? Is it 2024 or 1995? This song feels like old school hip hop. Oh man, that beat drop I was not prepared for. I'm gonna hear that again. I love this beat. Oh my god.
Baby, come on down to the poolside. We can make love. That sound would be too nice. I'm on an island in my mind, and I'll be minding all my business. And it is what it is till it shifts and it isn't.
What?
And I know that these hoes go wild and my phone blowing up. Leave me alone, Miss Eilish. I'm on an island in my mind, and I'll be minding all my business. And it is what it is till it shifts and it isn't.
I'm on an island in my mind, minding my own business, and it is what it is till it shifts and it isn't. Yo, how did this go from like happy-go-lucky to the deepest fucking line of the fucking album so far? What are you doing to me, Nicholas? That broke my brain. Cause I was like, did I hear that right? And that's why I went back. What? You keep hitting me with these punches and little gems that just like fuck with my head, and I love it. I'm kidding. That's the writing I like, when you're in a zone and then you just get taken out of it and you're like, no bitch, you're gonna think today, motherfucker. If you knew all the hair that just flew up out of all the cat hair that just went if you have a cat, you understand there's no avoiding that. I'm covered in hair. Fire, just that delivery and everything, the little quick speed up right at the end. It's just like, let's just turn it up to like 11 for a second. Okay, we back. Goddamn!
I'm on an island in my mind and I'll be minding all my business, and it is what it is till it shifts and it isn't. Catch me down at the poolside, baby, what you trying to do to...
You know the thing that I thought of? And this is another thing. This is another side tangent for no fucking reason. For some reason, my brain went to, if you flipped this and added some guitars to this beat, could be a fun country hip-hop rap beat, and then it would be Catch Me Down by the Riverside. And then, like, my brain started writing that hook in my head, and it's just like, I don't know, it's just a thought that popped in my head, because I think it's because I'm experimenting with country rap stuff, more so the beats, because I really enjoy those, and, like, the thing that I've just been, like, in right now that's fun. Interesting. I don't know. My head just went there for some reason.
Poolside, baby, what you trying to do tonight? A murder beast, call it blunt force trauma. Beat it up. Smoke with me.
What year did Blunt Force Trauma come out, Nicholas? Holy fuck, that's a reference! Okay! I forget. Am I older than you or are you younger? You said you were 27 in a previous track. Am I older than you? Because I'm 28. What? I thought you were older than me. I just put that together in my head. Nick, answer me. Am I older than you or are you older than me? I'm 28 this month. Are you 27 now, or were you 27 when you made this and you're 28 now? Or 29? I don't know. Am I older than you or not? Answer the question. I feel like you're going to answer a lot of questions. DM me these questions. I'm kidding. Give me more interaction in the bottom, please. Also, everybody else watching this, just tell me how old you are, and the secret word is bazinga. If you put bazinga in there, I know you've watched this long, because I'm sure this is already like an insanely long video.
Smiling, inviting me up beside you.
You know, it'd be great about that song. It's already set up for it. This is another side tangent thought I had. This was a thing in the 90s and early 2000s that was a big thing. Where you think the song is fading out and then the beat flips to something similar but a little harder, and then you have like somebody else come in and another rapper pops on that. That's what I thought. That's where that ending was leading. Just like straight up. I fully expected it. A remix of this with somebody else coming in and just like like be pretty dope. Great song, super boppy, a lot of references in there, a lot of really nice gems of writing that it's just like awesome. Nick's writing is just elevating more and more. More I hear him, and I already knew he was a good writer by the stuff he's shown me that has never been released and stuff we've talked about in the past of how he writes. So I know how skillful he can be as a writer, which is why I've always said, of all the YouTube rapper people, of all the people who are in this community, he's one of the best, if not the best, like, and has the potential to be up here more than most people, because he has the range and the ability to do so. It's very fascinating to watch. So I'm always curious to see where he's going to go. Excuse my chair for squeaking like crazy because I squirm around like a fucking worm. On to the next. Let me get it loaded up. I didn't I didn't even intro this. The beat, because I heard the beat for a second and wanted to listen to it. Then it's like, okay, this is song number 4, Ecstasy. It's already vibey and boppy, and I'm here for it. This is already... I've heard less than 10 seconds of the song, and it's already one of my favorite songs. Beat, production, and beat-wise. So... incredible true story. It has the vibe of those beats from that Logic project.
Or someone else might take it away. Don't take a load off, got no time to waste. Is it day one or is it one day?
Fuck you. I hate that quote. It's everywhere. Is it day one or is it one day? Or is it one day or is it day one? That quote is I'm all over. My TikTok feed is anime, weird car stuff, mechanic stuff, and fucking motivational shit. And that comes up on my fucking feed like 50 times a day. Is it one day or is it day one? Fuck, I was going to talk about everything that came before that, and then that just threw me off. It just threw me for a loop. Motherfucker, fuck you. I hate that fucking quote. I love it. It's a beautiful quote. It's absolutely factual. It is one of those things that like stuck in my head that I was like, this is... I think it's stuck in all of our head if you've heard that. It is one of those things where it's like, I need to do better. There was this whole metamorphosis last year, like end of the 2022, beginning of 2023. It's the same thing that I talked about on the channel update where it's like, I went through this fucking metamorphosis where it was like, do I want to just keep this YouTube and music and streaming shit as a hobby, or do I want to do this shit? Do I want to do it right? Do I want to do it to the best of my ability and give everybody the absolute best they could get? And then like went through this whole thing, and then the fucking song that's still in my head and I listen to like almost daily, NF's Hope song came out, and all I could think about was like, I don't want to end up being 30 and regretting that I wasted my fucking 20s. And quotes like that and like things like this are what like put me in that mind space, which is why I've been going so hard on streaming and posting to TikTok and doing all that stuff in the gaming space, and also on the back end working on trying to get to a point where I can sustainably make content over here and thinking of ways to do so. I still, like I said, I want to do reactions. I want to start reacting to anime. I want to react to movies. I want to do that stuff. I also want to do reviews of video games. I want to do all these things. I want to just be in my creative space and be allowed to just let my creative flower blossom into every direction and see what the fuck happens. And that's where we're at right now in 2024. And I was right. This is my favorite song right now. 100%. I'm writing this down. Fun fact, I can write with both hands. Ecstasy is my favorite song. Like, 100%. Holy shit. It just got me in like a whole fucking thing. And I want to break down what else he said, so I'm going to go back a minute and then we can talk more about this.
It's earth in sight with everyone in it. In the night at the bottom of the inning. It's your life and you better start living. Or someone else might take it away. Don't take a load off, got no time to waste.
I love that. So in the ninth at the bottom of the inning, I can't fucking remember.
In the night, at the bottom of the inning. It's your life and you better start living. Or someone else might.
It's your life or you better start living, or someone else will come take it away. We don't got no time to waste. That is crazy. That's crazy. Because this is the fucking... It doesn't matter who you are. Everybody... This is just moving this closer, okay? So I don't have to yell. This is just straight up advice for anybody out there, right? This is one of those things. Listen to yourself, right? So, when you are growing up and you're in high school, you're around your family, you live with your family, you get to your adulthood, right? You get to this point where you have to make a decision. Either you put yourself in the position that was given to you by your family, your circumstance, your surroundings, whatever it may be, or you make the fucking conscious choice to do what you want to do with your life and do your own thing. That could be leaving and going to college for something you want to go to. That could be leaving the state, leaving your family and starting over. That could be starting a music career, starting a YouTube channel, starting to stream on Twitch, things of that nature. That is what the driving force behind you should be. It should never be about, oh, I'm just going to skate by with my life and then just enjoy everything. It should always be, I lived my life the absolute maximum amount that I could, and I'm very proud of where I ended up in the end. That was also part of the metamorphosis thing that I realized is I don't want to be the person who looks back when I'm 90 and says, oh, I didn't do that thing I wanted to do. I never got big enough in that thing that I wanted to understand if it was worth it. I wasted my time doing this or that or this or that. I didn't want to be that guy. I don't want to be 90 years old and my grandchildren asking me, what was your dream? And me not saying I lived my dream to the fullest. I lived my life to the fullest. Or even if I don't make it that far, I don't know. Let's be honest, I'm going to live to 200. Oh, wow, that got me. That got me good. Oh, that hit me right motherfucking here. Not in the Harley titty. In my heart. Yeah, that is some, it's funny because Nick had this whole transformation too where he wanted to be like a life guru. He wanted to give like positive affirmations and help people elevate themselves as humans. That right there is so fucking good. God damn it. It's halfway through this song. Let's keep going. What else you got for me, Nicholas?
Bottom of the inning. It's your life and you better start living, or someone else might take it away. Don't like the way that I get when the morning comes. I act a fool and ignore all the warning signs, yeah. I'm sure I'll be fine. Okay, so now...
That's about to go somewhere. I don't like who I am when the morning comes. I act a fool and I ignore all the warning signs. He's not talking about waking up. He's talking about your life changing. Because sometimes you don't realize that things are fucked up till you're past it. And then you're like, oh, I should have got out of the situation quicker. I think the thing that we do in society in general is, just as a human society, is we forget to look at ourselves from the outside looking in. We look at everybody else around us and we're like, I'm envious of that person. I fucking hate that fat bitch. Fuck that person. That person's cool. I wish I was them. This person's cool. I wish I was them. I really want to do that. We don't like look at ourselves and be like, how can I change the things and make myself happier in life? How can I elevate myself to a better place? We don't do that. As humans, we are so fucking bad at that. And that's not a knock on us. We've done that for all of history. I am a student of history to the fullest. I still, somewhere in another universe, went to college to be an archaeologist. Like, studying history and knowing how people lived, we've done this since the beginning of fucking time. We've looked at this person and wanted what they have, so we go and fucking take it. We've looked at this person and wanted what they had, so we go and take it. I could go on a whole tangent about how the Roman Empire never really died and just turned into a religion and is still doing the same shit they were doing back in the day, just in more modern times through religion, because it's a whole thing, because they just want everything everyone else has. But in reality, the whole core of what they should be believing is just to be a better person, but they're not the better people. They're the worst people. And it's a whole thing. And it's just like, I could make a whole video on just that topic. I am not kidding. If you want to see that, let me know. But like, it's just the thing that we do as people. There is no getting around that. That is what we do. And it's, yeah, I'm going to rant a lot. God damn it. We're on song 4. I have an hour of footage.
I feel with you, kinda heavenly. Yeah. Don't like the way that I get when the morning comes. I act a fool and ignore all the warning signs, yeah. Go through a crisis. Wonder why.
I don't know who is that. You, Nick, with the "What's the way I be"? It was weird. Ooh, I'll sell my soul, give him what's left of it. Fuck the gold. I just want the ecstasy. God damn, that was deep. That was like wrist deep in my ass. That's crazy. Pause. The whole verse is crazy. I need to go back. That was nuts.
D, don't forget the MA. Feeling stuck, but I'm trying to get some headway. I'm sure I'll be fine.
I'm gonna be honest, I just don't like that. That's the way I feel. I don't like it. I don't know. It took me out of the song too much. Like, I feel like it wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't as forward in the mix as it is. I don't know. For some reason, I just don't like it. It just completely took me out of the vibe of the song, and I'm just like, cool, I don't care anymore. Like, straight up, all my thoughts left. Because that could have been like, that's the way I feel. That could have been like that, like a more melodic thing, and it would have fit more. It's, I don't know, for some reason I don't know, man. It just took me out. But you know what? This is my favorite song on the album so far, and 100% that's gonna grow on me, and I'm gonna do that voice cracks and I'll be like, that's the way I feel, even though like I want to be like, that's the way I feel, you know. Oh yeah, we're at the end of that. I don't know why I let that play for 10 more seconds. That's my favorite song on the album so far, just straight up. That might be it. That might be the intro, guys. That might win. That might be the new not YouTube. That might be the new stream intro. Just straight up. I love that song. Nick, can I use that? I know it's going to be a yes. You don't have to. I know you don't. You've told me as much before. Feel free to use it. I should use your songs in edits more, of like actual video edits. Got some ideas for that. Great song. That's my favorite song so far. I didn't know this was on the album at all. Huh.
This is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender.
This is why I liked this song and use it for the intro of my streams. This intro, I love.
This is the most powerful thing that can be done. Surrender. See, and love is an act of surrender to another person. Total abandonment. I give myself to you.
That, y'all already know. Nessie and me have been together for 6 years. I love that sentiment because it's true. It's the same sentiment as the song If You Want Love by NF. Because love is not something you get without baggage. Because you take on the other person's baggage. You take on the other person's everything. And become their everything. And vice versa. And if you cannot do that as partners, if you can't do that with each other, it'll never work. If your partner can't trust you enough to talk to you about how bad their day was or what's bothering them, eventually that's going to fall apart or lead to conflict in the future that you have to get over, one or the other. It's just the truthful. I love this song. I'm probably not going to say a whole lot on the song because I've heard it so many times. I changed it up before we get into this. He's got a lot of purple vibes going. So purple vibes. I thought it would be a nice little addition.
I'm 1,000 feet from the ground beneath, and I'm about to leave. I think it's overdue. And I have a conversation with the pavement. I'm face to face.
See, I love that. Also, so this is the thing. Nick knows this. Anyone who's a fan of me and has watched a bunch of my reactions knows this. Anytime there is a double time flow or even just like a 0.5 extra time flow, I am here for it. I immediately like that song more than I should. Period. Like, it is my shit. I love it. I love rapping like that. I love when people do it well. I love everything about it. It's just that is my bag. I love a little bit faster. And I specifically love it when people are able to say things and like have a meaning within it. Because there are so many people who rap fast and say absolutely nothing, and that is just the fucking truth. And if you can't fucking understand that, you're the person I'm talking about, you piece of shit. Fucking learn how to write. There's so many rappers out there who just don't fucking know how to write. And they just think that double time is an excuse. And it's a crutch for them to fucking skip it because it sounds cooler. And they're saying nothing. And I hate it. This shit's great. I love the have a conversation with the pavement. Like, I'm looking at the balcony. I think I should jump. I think it's overdue. Like, I love that. Because those are just literal intrusive thoughts that happen in my head all the time. I think that's why I like the song a lot, because a lot of intrusive thought bars.
1,000 feet from the ground beneath, and I'm about to leave. I think it's overdue. And I have a conversation with the pavement. I'm face to face with empty spaces. Attempts to pass the pain away will bring my mother rainy days for ages.
Every time I feel them worries, I just lay back down. That's why I'm never in a hurry, I just lay back down.
I ain't no time to rush because I'm laid back. Sound like 180K, and I make that now. We're in a hurry, I just lay back now. I don't need no type of mercy because the Maybach sound like 180K, and I make that now. And I make that down. I don't 180K, and I make that now. Simple things could make yourself free. I know it's easier to play the victim. Yeah. I don't have a lot to say about this song other than I love it. And I think it was obvious I loved this song since it came out by the fact that literally the day after it came out, it was the intro to my streams. Like, I genuinely just love this song. Is Ecstasy better than this song? Yes. It's the second favorite song on the album right now. I love this song. Laid Back's a great song. It's catchy. It's bouncy. It's got a lot of little gems of wisdom in there that I really love to share. You love when there are just gems of wisdom within the mix, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you got to throw some little gems into the pot and hope that nobody cracks a tooth on them. I'm sorry for that. Let's go on to the next song. All right, next up we have the song Something. Say something, I'm giving up on you. I don't know why that popped into my head. Let's go! Yeah. Okay, I need to say this now. This is the best melodic thing with your voice you've done, Nick. I absolutely adore the way this sounds. I love that raspy smoothness. That's doing something to me. I like that a lot. Also, this beat is beautiful. Again, anything with piano beats, I'm just gonna be like, you know what I mean?
Something about you. Getting off the lows, I didn't know how to sit, and I know how it goes when the trust gets thin.
Nicholas, are you trying to make me cry? That really made me teary-eyed. God damn it. What the fuck? I don't even remember my childhood because it was filled with so much trauma. I've blocked out everything since before the age of 13. I don't have any memory. Like, maybe even further. It might be 14. I don't know. Like, I'm gonna sit down here for a minute because this is weirdly comfortable. Go back.
First found out I didn't know who I am. I always tried to blend in. Didn't know what I want or which direction to head up. I know that you can't tell with me when something's up. Something.
This is why me and Nick get along. We trauma bond. like, yeah, I still strive to find who I am. I have found that I fit much more in this nerd, like, this nerdy alternative style that I'm currently in. And that just keeps evolving because, like, I've always just been on the outside looking in and wondering why the grass looks greener on the other side. And then when I got to the other side, I realized that the grass was greener where I was. And then it's like, it goes in that circle. And then that line about trust and just everything about this verse. God damn it. Oh my God. What have you done to me, Nick? Is this the third or fourth album reaction in a row that I'm crying on? That's wild. I need therapy. Or a podcast. It's the same thing, right? I'm kidding. Oh, man. That's why me and Nick, I think, have just always clicked. Because we're very similar. And I've always thought that from, like, day one. I think that's also why one of his best friends in the world is one of my best friends in the world, Dustin. Because he's also the same way. Like, we all have trauma and we all have things we've gotten through, and that's why we get along. That's why I'm with my current fiance, because it's like, we have had nearly the same fucking life, and there is nothing more powerful than that, of like, when you find people who understand you and people who are like-minded or have gone through similar things as you, that those are the most powerful friendships in the world. And like my friend Zach, the reason I'm friends with Zach is because he also has a lot of trauma in his life, and he does what I do, is get very defensive about it and is an asshole about it. And to other people from the outside looking in until you get to know them, that's the way I am. I'm a horrible fucking friend if we just meet. I'm going to treat you like dog shit for a year, and then I'm going to be like, yeah, you're cool. You went through the fucking paces. Ask anyone who's my friend or who has been for a long time. They will fucking tell you. Like, I will bully you endlessly because I was bullied endlessly. And it's not on purpose. I'm not doing it because I hate you. I'm doing it because I'm scared of letting people in and being disappointed again. I really should put these things down in song. I really should. And by really should, I mean I should release the songs that I have written about these things. I'll go back a little bit and continue.
Hell, I felt connection as well until just my luck. I fucked up. I know that you can't tell with me when something's up. Is it the things that you...
I want to sing that. Something about you. How's that?
you do? Is it the way that you love? Maybe it's all the above. This house I built will crumble down if it's made with guilt, yeah.
Why do you sound like my fucking inner monologue? I feel like that was every fucking... God damn it. I gotta sit up. That looked so stupid. I'm gonna lean forward. I feel like that was like every inner monologue or every relationship I was in before the one I'm currently in, where it was just like, I'm gonna tell you what I think you want to hear and hope that that gets us to the next day, or just gets you the fuck out of my face. Like, just straight up, that's how I used to think. And it's not good. It's not healthy. That's not a healthy relationship. That's manipulation. It is narcissistic. It's just not good. Fuck.
Lies are a bad substitute. I hope you get something from it, dear. It's becoming clear. This house I built will...
Well, that was fucking depressing. That might be my favorite song. Because I love sad songs. And it wasn't even that sad. It just hit me in a place. Also, if you're wondering why there's just not tears streaming down my face, because I'm wearing contacts and my eyes are very dry. So my contacts are just absorbing the tears before they come out. Which is just a thing that happens. And I have to explain it every time because people will call me out in the comments. All right, next up, we have a feature, which I didn't know if there was any features on this. I don't pay attention sometimes. I realized I had the track list and it says it right there. But let's go. Am I about to go fight the fucking Covenant? Am I in Halo? What's happening?
We go down this road again. I wonder what it is.
Anybody else getting Purple Rain vibes?
We go back and forth. We don't make
Also, Will.i.am and T-Pain vibes.
in public tag mature. We can play pretend. What I'm rapping for, I'm starting to forget. Another
Real recognize real. What I rap before I'm starting to forget. Now you see why I haven't released anything in like forever. I have 2 singles to my... Well, there's technically more, but those aren't on the internet. There's 2 singles on the internet. And I haven't touched rap since. And those are bad. They're so bad. Don't listen to them. Don't look for them. It's not worth it.
famous night, we went to sleep at 5. We hardly ever talk. All we do is freaky fight. One work day and a couple of drinks. One word said, then we fucking a sing. They double it. Hey, they love this shit.
Yeah, this straight up sounds like something Will.i.am would make. I feel you though. What is the fucking line? There is a Skylar Grey line that like I think of when I explain what I was like when I was dating. And it's is it I Get Drunk on Tragic Endings? Something like that. The song Tragic Endings. I think that's what it is. I'm so drunk on tragic endings. I love tragic. I subconsciously love that and would go towards that and push the relationship towards that, and it would just end fucking in fire. And that was a really big hurdle for me to get over in my current relationship. So, yeah.
I love this shit. Can't get enough of it. Hey, that is great the way you take the pain away today and double it. Hey, we back at the pad again. Here we go. Tell me that you're mad.
I will just say that flow pattern was nasty. That shit was pulled out your ass, Nick, and that was nasty. I loved it. It was fucking beautiful. Give me more.
Again. Oh, I know. You tell me that your habit is because of all the rapping and the stupid little dream that I won't let go. So drink.
Pillow talking till the sheets turn white.
I'm getting Daft Punk vibes in here. Holy shit, this song is fire. I love the beat is crazy. This is a nutty beat. And then what's going on in the verses and the fucking chorus. Oh, fucking whoa. You're speaking to a long dead part of my soul and I don't know how to feel about it.
This is not an illusion, gotta maneuver out of shit. I'm dropping bombs like a Truman. I only cheated twice, bitch. Don't you know that I'm human? Told her use.
Shut the fuck up. What? What? Tony! You sound like Kendrick, dog! Holy shit, dude! What? That just blew my fucking mind. What the fuck just happened? Sometimes you just gotta go. Okay. I knew it was building. I didn't expect that. Holy shit.
Yeah. This is not an illusion, gotta maneuver out of shit. I'm dropping bombs like a Truman. I only cheated twice, bitch. Don't you know that I'm human? Told her use the brain, so she fucking gave me medulla. Toxic shit, Harley Quinn. Oh well, man, at least it pussy good. I make a
Oh my god. I just got lost in the fucking sauce. Holy shit. Holy shit. I am so impressed. That was early Kendrick punchline rap to a fucking T. That if I could believe that was actually Kendrick. That was almost. Holy shit. What the fuck? Nick was on the song? I don't remember. I'm sorry. That was so crazy. I did not expect that. That caught me so off guard, but it was nice. This song is fucking fantastic.
I hate it, then I love it, man, but I always pursue her like that. Nail scratching down my back. She in the NFL down, and I leave on my side. We argue, then we fuck, man. That's a hell of a life, cause you know that I love all the freaky fights.
That song's a radio hit. I'm just gonna maybe not. There's a lot of just crazy sex shit in there. That song's a hit. Holy fuck, that's a good song. God damn. That's the stream intro. That's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's the stream intro. Holy shit. Wow. That's the best song on the album. Holy shit. I lied. No. That's the second best song on the album. Ecstasy is the best song on the album for me so far. That is second for sure. Holy shit. It was just punchline after. That was literally punch after punch after punch after punch. That was a boxer hitting a speed bag. And like the cadence, the flow, the rhythm, everything about the way that verse was constructed was fucking sick. Tony, you fucking murked that. Holy fucking shit. Now we're on to the next. Holy fuck. All right, we're on Romeo and Juliet now.
You said you're tired of it all. Bucket, no, I heard he blew his head. Closed casket, mind open. Tell him at the eulogy. Let him stew in it. Paint a.
Did it again. That caught me. Just gotta hear it one more
Two
time.
conclusions at your funeral. Now that she was dead, did he kick the bucket? No, I heard he blew his head. Closed casket, mind open. Tell him.
Did he kick the bucket? No, I heard he blew his head. Closed casket, open mind. That's crazy. Holy fuck. That is so dark. I love it. That's my favorite bar of the whole fucking album.
Don't guess. We'll be fine.
Why does this hook sound like Mr. Rogers? I don't know. It just has Mr. Rogers vibes. I don't know why that's the thought that came to my head.
Life, girl. Don't guess.
Also, I will say you were riding that beat. Like you were literally riding the strings, which is not usually how people rap. Usually go off of the percussion, they go off of the fucking drum beat, or they go off the piano line. You were riding the strings of the guitar for a good portion of that. And that is very difficult and very, very fucking dope.
We'll be fine. We'll be just fine. De-stress your mind. Let yourself unwind. Juliet drank the poison, but she brought Narcan. And I fought to the end. Every thought in my head was a question.
Again, super dark. Juliet drank the poison, but she brought some Narcan. Holy fuck. That's dark. That is my weird dark level joke dark. Holy fuck.
poison, but she brought Narcan. And I fought to the end. Every thought in my head was a question about how you could leave me for dead. But you said what you said, guess you meant what you meant. Now I'm staring at this pen, cause I wanna forget. Well, tough shit, that's life. I'll get fucked up and you'll be just fine. Memories of me, I see them frequently. I tell them release me, please.
Oh my god. This song's dark. Memories of me, I see them frequently. I tell them release me. That was nice. I think that way all the time. I have like dreams of the past every so often. It's always trauma. And I'm like, can this memory release that part of myself? Because I could use that right now. That. Damn. It's that strength that you find in your darkest moments, and you don't always have that, and sometimes you need it, but you can't find that strength within yourself, and you really need it, or it's the creativity aspect, or it's this, or it's that. It's just like there's always something that you sometimes it feels like you lock yourself off from inside of your brain, and it just can't get to it, and that is exactly what that was. That's crazy.
Memories of me, I see them frequently. I tell them release me, please. The enemy in me would be my enemy. Look what he did to me.
PFV's on this? Holy shit. I don't think I didn't know that. Holy fuck. Love PFV. Let's go. That last song was fucking dark. I'm just, holy shit. I'm like, there's a lot in there. It feels like we're just like, it feels like we were like kind of flowing and now we're just like, whoo. And I'm fine with it. I love it. It's very reminiscent of the Macklemore album reaction we did. If you haven't seen that, guys, go check that out. It's very similar in like there's a lot of really cool vibey songs, and then you just go somewhere so fucking dark and also beautiful and just like makes you think, and you're like, ooh, like your soul feels heavy. Like that, like I can't listen to a lot of that album. That shit like weighed on me for a little bit. Like it's good. It's feeling like this is turning into that, and I'm okay with it because I love shit like this. All right, let's go.
After the storm, we'll be alright. No, I'm not sure, but I think I'm fine. The only thing constant is I know the weather will change. I know it gets better with age. So
that was literally a Mac Miller bar, I'm pretty sure. Or there was something very similar in a song about the weather changing bar that really, really... I don't think it's the exact same, but it's a similar idea, and yeah, that's dope. I love the way he's riding the beat. This beat is funky. It's the only way to put it. It's funky. Like, there's like some like, it's like 70s and 80s shit, like psychedelic shit. I like it a lot. I guess psychedelic shit would be 60s, but still, you get what I'm saying. That's what it feels like. It's super dope.
Weather will change. I know it gets better with age. So what are we wanting for? You should be smiling. Ain't got no need to complain. Whether it's yours or whether it's mine, or whether the weather till we see sunshine.
That's my favorite hook. That's my favorite hook. It reminded me of what is it? Realize, realize, realize. Real eyes, realize, real lies. Like, it had that, like, it's deeper than it seems when you say it out loud. Does that make sense? I love that hook. That might be the YouTube intro. That's a good hook. Like, that's a really, really good hook. Holy fuck. I like this song a lot so far. Also, super dark and depressing, which I love.
Till we see sunshine, and we'll be just fine. Ain't that breeze divine?
Days and rains, raise on my level, even though they hate. Forecast cloudy, but I feel great. Yeah. And in the moments that hated, I turned around and I made it. I had a lot on my plate, but where the songs I created, I elevated it.
Holy shit! This is literally exactly what I expected. Holy fuck! Holy fuck. Oh, I'm just gonna take these off for a second. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. This album just keeps getting better as we go. Holy shit.
Hey, forecast cloudy, but I feel great. Yeah. And in the moment you change my weather, I change my fate. I'ma do better on the days it rains. 'Cause I'm
I changed my weather. I changed my fate. That's a powerful bar to start off with. Because here's the thing. We talked about this earlier in this reaction. You are not slated to the fate you have been given. You are not slated to be stuck within the confines of what you are in. You can create your own fate. You can change your own weather. You are the author of your story. You decide where it goes. And if you choose to waste your life and do nothing, that is your choice. If you do not, if you do the opposite, decide to change everything and do what you love, even if it means it's that fucking line from NF that always sticks in my head. Sometimes you have to take the pay cut to do something you love more because your soul feels better or whatever the fuck he says. It's not how he says it, but you understand what I'm saying. It has to happen sometimes. Sometimes you just need to do what you have to do to make yourself happy, and that can be fucking difficult. I will give you an absolutely great example. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Zuko. Zuko, for that entire show, fights his fate. He does not understand until way later, when it's almost too late, that his fate is not to capture the Avatar, but to help the Avatar and take his father down, right? He doesn't realize that the entirety of his life was given to him and forced upon him by his family. And when he goes against that, he finds peace. And it's that fucking scene that makes me cry, where he apologizes to Uncle, and Uncle says one thing that will stick with me for the rest of my life, because I think about this quote a lot. I was never angry with you. I was just scared you lost your way. Because in life, so many of us so quickly can lose our way, and we can become shells of what we are meant to be. And we live in a society that fosters those feelings, and it sucks. But the beauty within knowing these things is that we also have the power to take ourselves out of that. That is not something everybody in the world can do, but it's something many of us can do, if not the large majority. It's not something that everyone will do in their life, but it is becoming something more of us can do in our life. I had to do something stupid at the end. Powerful, powerful stuff.
change my weather, I change my fate. I'ma do better on the days it rains. Raise on my level, even though they hate. I'm exercising my patience to going better my days. I don't.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's beautiful. His songs elevated him to being who he was. Like, he turned around and he made it. Like, all of these things, like these things that you can do with your life. Chase your fucking passions in this world, people. God damn.
Where the songs I created, I elevated away. I'm exercising my patience to going better my days. I got my windows down, but I feel
Beat the ceiling underneath the clouds, see them cumulonimbus, beautiful dripping, shooting ghost quitters, looking for the gold.
Did you have another cumulonimbus bar? Don't you have a cumulonimbus bar on another fucking rap, Nick? Or is it a different kind of cloud? Am I misremembering? You have another cloud bar. I know you do. I think you have a couple. What's up with you and clouds, dog? Let's talk about it.
Going with the wind, I'ma ride the weather, girl, to wherever in the world, from Korea to Brazil. Won't you tell me how you feel? Ghost quitters, looking for the gold, and I always catch snitches. What you gonna do when the clock starts ticking?
Looking for the gold, and I always catch snitches. Golden snitch. You know, the thing you chase in Harry Potter and the fucking, whatever the fucking game is called. But looking for the gold within a person and finding the snitch, and looking for the better in the person and finding the opposite, but also looking for the golden snitch as I'm playing the game in Harry Potter and trying to catch the golden snitch. And also literally looking for gold and finding the snitch. Like, damn, dude, that was beautiful. You keep hitting me with these doubles and triples, dog. I can't handle it.
Ghost quitters, looking for the gold, and I always catch snitches. What you gonna do when the clock starts ticking? Running out of time, and I know it. Write another rhyme, thinking I'm a poet. Catch a second wind, oh, but don't blow it.
Listen, dog, you're a poet and you didn't know it.
Write another rhyme,
Spit that lyrical miracle, dog.
thinking I'm a poet. Catch a second wind, oh, but don't blow it.
Fuck. No way I'm saying 3 songs in a row that this is the best song. That's my favorite. That is absolutely my favorite song on the album. It's interesting, too, because I don't know if this is on purpose, but I noticed something, and this is just where my mind goes. Is when during that chorus when he says, "I'm in the eye of the storm," and then like goes into the rest of it. It's interesting because being in the eye of the storm means you're only halfway. You still got the rest of the storm to go through, and it's just a little interesting little thing that I'm thinking about. It's like, oh, the journey's still coming, but we're on a little hiatus for a second, and I can enjoy a little sunshine and weather the storm. Aye. Goddamn. Yeah, that's my number one. I like it because it's also, it reminded me of the vibe of a song like Higher by Eminem, or like, just like really, really, you're saying a lot of real shit, but it's an elevational thing that gives you passion and allows you to grow and become better than you are. It was motivational as fuck. Last thoughts on that, PFE killed that. And I knew he would. I'm a fan, so. Just straight up, I'm a fan. Literally what I expected was what I got, which isn't a bad thing. And it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love the melodic start. I love the going into a faster flow. I love the punchline flow. I love the just little nuggets of wisdom in between it. It was just fucking beautiful. And Nick also did a flow like that where it was just nuggets of wisdom. It wasn't as quick, but it was just like this beautiful, melodic, like flowy fucking feel. And it was just all like elevational shit. And I loved it. So on to the next. Now we're on song 10. Slipping away.
Yeah. Yeah. Lately I ain't been too much myself.
Fuck. I love the idea of opening the door, but also the knowing of self, knowing that you're not going to go through the door. Like, you love the idea of not being human and not being here anymore, but you don't want to leave. That's called depression, folks. I feel like I just got punched in the soul. Oh my God. Whew. That like took the wind out of me. Goddamn.
Lately I ain't been too much myself.
I feel like that is going to be one of those songs I play a lot. Like SMAD. I feel like that's going to be one of those songs that's just like It lives in here, in the heart. Let's keep going.
Go and get off of me, girl. I know where you stop. Will be seeing lazy and wobbly. Got me like, bitch, please. Oh, you're mad again, I'm mad.
I just zoned out. All right. That opening was fun. That beat swap was crazy. Like, I love, like, it was, like, somber and almost sad, and then it just switches to this, and it's like, oh, this is where we're going with this. You're pissed! I love it. I love it a lot. It's fucking fun. I love it. This is a fun song.
Stop, will be seeing lazy and wobbly. Got me like, bitch, please. Oh, you're mad again, imagine now you never take me serious, but I feel like a heart attack. I'm starting to have palpitations every fucking conversation.
You never take me serious. I feel like a heart attack. The fucking saying as serious as a heart attack. God damn it. I'm pissed because I didn't think of that.
Take me serious, but I feel like a heart attack. I'm starting to have palpitations every fucking conversation. You say I'm in need of saving. I say I don't need you, Satan. You like a needle in my...
Say I'm in need of saving. I say I don't need you, Satan. Not today, Satan. Nice.
Every fucking conversation. You say I'm in need of saving. I say I don't need you, Satan. You like a needle in my veins. I like to leave and show restraint, but all them peaks and lows are great. I guess we're equally to blame. So please, when I see you in the streets, bitch, please. Anytime I see you, I'm just like, bitch, please.
Goddamn. That's another one that felt like you just needed to get it off your chest, Nick, and I'm here for it. I feel like that's going to be a fan favorite. Everybody goes through shitty relationships like that. All I'll say is, one, you gave me some weird memories I didn't want. Two, I don't miss dating. I don't miss being in the dating world. I don't miss going from girl to girl. I don't miss fucking. I don't miss any of it. Especially with as many fucking people as I've been with. I don't miss it at all. Like, I don't. I have found my harmonious existence with the person I'm with, and I never, ever, ever want to go back. Like, straight up. Love you, Nessie. God damn. I feel like that song encompassed the reality of a breakup. Like, or not the reality, the duality of a breakup, or duality of, like, a fucking shitty relationship. It's like, there's a bit of sadness and not understanding, and then there's just anger. At some point, you just get to anger, and it's just like, you know what, bitch? Please get the fuck off my dick. Get the fuck out of my house. Take you and your mom and your dog with you. Never talk to me again. Like, it just, you get to that point. And some people take a long time to get to that point. And some people understand people and know when it's coming and cut that shit off before it gets toxic. Yeah. Awesome. Let's go. Song 12. My head thought he was going to say riding on a dick, and I don't know why. Imagine that's how that song starts. Riding on a dick. Working on your stick. I'm done. I don't know. My brain does funky things sometimes.
Riding on a wave, this passion, got it by the way you make me feel, will be the thing that ends my life.
Does anybody remember when Jamie Foxx made music? That's what this feels like. Reminds me of the song he did with Rascal Flatts called She Goes All the Way. That's the vibe I'm getting.
Be the thing that ends my life. All it ever seems to be is me and you. This passion will be the thing that ends my life.
funny because I was I was thinking of that line. That's funny. Because this song feels like it's like literally writing about what you would call the honeymoon phase, when everything is just like great and the sex is great and the relationship's great, the connection's great, everything's passionate and amazing and awesome. And then when you come down for it, it ends your fucking life because you're just in depression half the time. Oh no. Literally just straight up just like, oh no, what have I done? I'm married with a child? What do you mean? What do you mean 3 years of my life were a lie? I don't understand. They were great, I thought. And then you start thinking about it. There's all these little red flags that were there the whole time that you don't notice until you're too deep into it and you can't go back. And it's just like, fuck. And some people stick with that shit till they're in their 70s. And some people see it coming and they're like, cut it off. And other people are just in the middle. Anyway, that's where my head went with that. And that bar kind of proves that that's what he was going with it and what he's thinking and feeling. Dope.
With perfection, don't know how to rest, and I confess my self-reflection leaves me like a mess, and then I end up second guessing. I guess an overnight success is not directly left to luck. Invest my time, invest my love, invest my mind. Ain't that enough? I change.
That, you caught me again of thinking of the bar. Oh. Overnight success is not left to luck. Success is when preparation means opportunity or something like that. You put the work in and you continually grind at this thing and get yourself to a point where you're good at it. And then when that moment comes, when there is a door or multiple doors open and you're allowed to seize that moment, you can elevate yourself to where you want to be. I think is like the gist of what that's supposed to mean, right? Like for instance, you make a lot of music. That one track goes fucking platinum and you capitalize on that and put more stuff out. Use that to drive everything and like bring people in and keep them in, and just like you have to be ready at all times for something to pop off when you put yourself out there like that. It's back to the whole metamorphosis I went through. I was not prepared for that a year and a half ago. Right now, if it happened, I'd be prepared for it. I'd know what to do. I'd know how to capitalize and get myself to where I want to be. That's the difference between successful and unsuccessful people. Unsuccessful people don't understand how to capitalize on that thing, and they do not make the best of a situation. There are plenty of artists who go fucking insanely viral for one track, and that is the only thing they're ever known for, and then they fade into obscurity, and we never hear from them again. And then there's plenty of other people who, like, what is his name? Coulter or something. He wrote the song Kate McCannon. That dude understood how to elevate from that and made a career out of one song going viral, and then he had multiple, and then it just kept going, and now he has this thing. Another good example of this is the Dead South. In Hell I'll Be in Good Company, like that song really elevated them, and now they're doing so much, and it's great, and they're touring, and it's all this whole thing. They're fucking awesome. Check them out. Yeah, it's just one of those things. You have to be prepared for when things are going to change to take advantage of those things. Plain and simple.
All my homies tell me I'ma be the next one.
Also, Nick, you are the next one up. You are in the current generation of rap. There is a void in music right now. Specifically in rap and hip hop. We haven't had new good people for a while. There are quite a few people that are on that cusp, and you are definitely there.
I guess an overnight success is not directly left to luck. Invest my time, invest my love, invest my mind. Ain't that enough?
You're dying out here. I'm fucking dying out here for you. Jesus fucking Christ, man. You're stuck in a fucking loop with the writing, the recording, the singing, and then more writing, recording, and rapping. And for the love of fuck, man, I care about you. Please, just stop. Get your footing and stand, dude. Quit stumbling about because you're directionless with only one thing you care about and nothing to fall back on. Fuck, man.
Learn how to make a proper meatball, bitch.
Why did that feel like it was aimed at me? God damn it. Straight up felt like they were talking to me. Goddamn. All right, that ending felt personal. Just saying. Not in a bad way. Sometimes, just straight up, sometimes you need to be that way with friends, and also sometimes you need a friend who will tell you, hey, you're fucking up, dude. Figure it the fuck out. Like, just straight up. I've had that so many times. I've definitely had friends who have been like, hey, you're going through something right now, you need to get over that shit or it's going to fucking end you. And that's not a good thing. Like, it's happened so many times. And it's like, well, not so many. It's happened a handful of times and it fucking hurts sometimes. And sometimes you push people away. But in the end, you realize that they were doing good for you and that's fine. Like, that ending of that song was the realest shit. Because that's a real friend. Like, just straight up. Dope song, though. Loved it. Anyway, on to Here to Stay. Song numero 13. It's my favorite number.
Yeah. But I never had these thoughts before I met you. And if I connect the dots, I'm sure I'll guess who. Give me suicidal thoughts, the cure is less you. You've been living in my head, but girl, the rest do. Hey,
That's facts. Look, back to the fucking... We've talked about a lot of relationship shit here. Listen, sometimes you are in a toxic relationship, you don't realize it, and you have to look at it from the outside looking in. This is an advice I've given many, many times to people who are in bad spot. Sit down on your own, away from everything. Make a pros and cons list of the relationship of the person you're with, and also make a list of the things that have changed mentally and emotionally for you since you have been with this person. Are there things like this, the suicidal thoughts, the depression, the things that come up that were not there before? And really analyze what the relationship's doing to you and make the decision whether or not it's worth being with that person. Sometimes you make the list and you realize, holy shit, I'm a better fucking person because of this person, and I'm the one treating them like shit, and I should really change my act before I lose them. And sometimes you realize that they're fucking succubus and you need to get the fuck out before they drain all your goddamn blood and semen. That's it. Just understand that sometimes you need to step the fuck back and look at shit. Same thing we were talking about, just looking at yourself and looking at society in general. We need to be better about looking at ourselves objectively so we can understand where we're at and what it takes to get to a better place. Yeah. I've gotten so philosophical this fucking reaction.
give me suicide.
Has any other artist pulled this much shit out of? I think the Nas reaction pulled a lot of this kind of shit out of me. Huh. So did the Macklemore one.
You've been living in my head, but girl, the rest do. And I'm tired of pain, I'm tired of man. Lately I've been feeling like I'm tired of saying that I've been tired of every itty bitty little stupid situation. I need a nap now. And when things
Hey, yo, same, dog. I feel that every day. I'm tired of the life I'm living. I'm tired of the area I'm in. I'm tired in the things that I can't control. I want to get to a place where I can control what I can do. I want to be in a happier place. I want to have a better job. I want to be just happier overall. And I know that with that comes working towards that. And it's not an overnight thing. But, yeah, I need a nap. Like every day.
tired of every itty bitty little stupid situation. I need a nap now. And when things get tough, I'll be here to stay, yeah. Suicidal thoughts ain't mine for the taking, no, no, no. I won't go down that road. I won't give in to a dreary.
I like that. Suicidal thoughts are not mine for the taking. Like, I will not let this thing infect my mental and take me to a place that I don't belong. Beautiful. Beautiful.
No, I won't go down that road. Jesus had to learn the same shit.
That's pretty factual. I like that. I like that ending of that song. That's a great song. That's another good one. That's at my top list for sure. It's not number one, but it's up there. I said on to the next. And the next song is called On to the Next. Shut the fuck up. Get out of my head, Nick.
Yeah.
I've heard this beat before. I'm like 99.9999998% sure that I have heard this beat before. And thought about what? This sounds so familiar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it be like that sometimes when we run out of wine. We'll be on to the next verse. I know that you're stressed. I feel blessed to have you in my life. And she say that's how she unwind.
All right, I gotta be real here. I got a couple thoughts about this. And it's like, it's been stewing in my head, okay? One, I don't like the song. And it's not that I don't like I like what you're saying. I don't like the way you sound. I don't like the way your voice sounds. I don't like the way your voice was mixed. I don't like it. And it's just a personal thing. I will probably never listen to this song again. That's a lie, because I'm going to listen to the whole album in the car on the way to work tomorrow. But the beat reminds me of the fucking lobby or the loading screen track in Minecraft. And I can't unhear it now. And I think that's also why I don't like the song. But just, I'm not mad at it. I understand. I see what you're saying. I know what's happening. I understand the premise of the song. I just don't like the execution. I don't like the flow pattern. Well, the flow pattern's not bad. I just don't like the cadence. The cadence is really throwing me off, and I don't. Not my favorite song. Not my least favorite song either. But, well, no, it is my least favorite song on the album. But, not my favorite song. I just didn't. I don't know what it was. I think it was just the way it was sung at the beginning. It got better as I went on, and it grew on me a little bit. But, still not, that is definitely, my least. That is on the bottom of the list for me. Alrighty then. Get a grip. On to the next. Hello?
I spend too much time every day self-reflecting. It's hard to learn and grow when you've been frozen on perfection. Life lessons and messages from the heavenly. Get a grip, pay attention to where you headed, please.
Nicholas, did you just recap everything that we've talked about for this whole fucking reaction? God damn. Fuck.
From the heavenly. Get a grip, pay attention to where you headed, please. Get a grip, that's what they said to me. Count your breaths like 1, 2, 3, yeah. Let it slip, let it fade, listen in, get a grip, ooh, you gon' be okay. Lately,
Fuck. This is great. This song reminds me a lot of the songs from Macklemore's last album. And specifically, there's a few in my head that I remember really going on a real crazy philosophical journey on during that reaction. So if you haven't seen that reaction, go watch that shit because it's fantastic. It's the most emotional I've ever got for a reaction. No, it's the second most. The G-Eazy album reaction is the most emotional I've ever got for a reaction. It is this is probably going to be the second most I've ever gone on rants. This is probably going to be the most of just talking about life and growth and pain and depression and suicidal thoughts and all of those things. It's just there's a journey there, and I kind of touched on it before, but it was there are some artists who can make you feel what they're feeling. Nick is pretty good at that. Macklemore's good at that. NF is incredible at it. Joyner Lucas is incredible at it. Nas is incredible at it. There are just some people who just like elevate with those things. Hobson's really good at it. J. Cole's really good at it. Kendrick's really good at it. Like it's one of those things that is just like a top tier rapper can do. Royce, incredible at it. And yeah, Nick has definitely done that with quite a few songs for me and quite a few songs in this album. But this specifically reminded me of that because it's yeah. Go check that out if you haven't already.
I've been trying to get out.
It's one of my favorite reactions I've ever done.
On my head, wouldn't over place to be. I'd rather live my life instead. I'm always focused on what's next. Wish that I could take you in my color, but every color bleeds. I spent too much time.
That color scheme was nice. I liked that, and I like the end. I like that last bar. I try to paint you in the color, but every color. I try to paint you in my color, but every color bleeds. Because that's a double there. Because it is also the thing we talked about, where love is pain sometimes, but love is bliss. On the flips, what is it? Love is pain. Love is. I can't remember. Love is pain. Love is bliss. On the flip side, love is something I can't remember.
Every day self-reflecting. It's all to learn and grow, and you've been frozen on perfection. Life lessons and messages. Life gets you down. You feel like you're stuck when no one is around. I'll pick you up. Get up.
I like that. I feel like you've said that before. No one's around, I'll pick you up. Maybe I'm thinking of something. I know there's plenty of artists who have said that. It's a reused bar, but it's a good bar. That's why. There is this going back into the weird side tangent. So there is this motivational thing that I heard, and it like stuck with me because I think about it all the time. And there's another tie into Avatar: The Last Airbender with this. So I find myself when I'm home and all alone and no one's around and the lights are out and music's playing or whatever, the self-reflection, I should have said this, I should have done that today, I should have been this way, I should have been that way. There's always that. And I think the thing that I never understood about this till recently is that should be a time of growth and reflection. It shouldn't be a time of criticism. It shouldn't be a time of self-deprecation. It should be a time of learning and elevation. It should be a time for you to understand why you feel that way, really analyze what is going through your head and why and what brought those thoughts up, and really move forward and grow as a person, because that is your mind's way of growing. It's trying to get better and trying to make you into a better person. So in those lonely, dark moments when all of these thoughts are running through your head, take yourself out of the equation for a little bit and look at it objectively and try to figure ways to elevate from that, to learn from your mistakes, to learn from your shortcomings, and grow better as a person. And it also brings me back because I was rewatching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I just found Uncle Iroh's. There's some small ones that hit way harder now that I'm an adult and that I've gone through a lot more stuff. And one of the things is at the end of the first season, when Zuko and Uncle are reunited and Aang gets away and they've revived the spirit and all that, Zuko basically says, "I'm tired." And Uncle says something it's another one that's just going to stick with me forever. He says, "At the end of a long day, every man needs a rest." And sometimes you allow your brain to do a little too much. And sometimes you just need to sit in those feelings and in those thoughts for a minute and let them go. Learn from them and then rest. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Let us continue.
When no one is around, I'll pick you up. Get a grip, get a grip, get a grip, get a grip now, get a grip, get.
Get a grip. I think my mental's starting to slip. I really think I can't handle this shit. That popped into my head while that chorus was going. And I said it out loud so I can keep it and use it for something.
A grip, yeah. Get a grip, get a grip. Let it slip, let it fade, listen and get a grip. Ooh, you gon' be okay.
Damn, that's up there too, man. That was great. That was really fucking great. Get a Grip was great. That one really, really made me think. And like I said, it reminded me a lot of... The songs that have made me think a lot remind me of that Macklemore album a lot. Because that's the most recent one that I've reacted to and listened to that really, really, really made me sit back and like think in my mental. And I keep looking at myself up there instead of here. Because when I used to record, the camera would be here and it'd be straight on, not to the side. I'm not used to this. Anyway, side tangent, sorry. Yeah, there's just, sometimes you just get in your head. I'm in my head all the time. I'm in my head right now. Yeah. Anyway, phases. Let's go.
I've been drifting so far away. We were all that's left. Would you sit and watch the end with me?
Huh. It's an interesting thought. I know he's talking to like a woman, but like that's an interesting thing to ask a person. We were all that's left. Would you sit and watch the end with me? I feel like if you answer no, it's a red flag. That's a good date question. It's a good like 5th date question when you're kind of already in the relationship but you're not sure yet. It's like it's a good one to slide in there. It's an interesting thought too. Like I always think of this one like the thought of like, do you want to live through an apocalypse or whatever? The thing that I always think of is, do you want to see the world end? Or do you want to die before that happens? It's an interesting thought exercise.
Would you sit and watch the end with me?
I'd watch the end with you, Nick.
Till my last breath, I'll go ahead and save you a seat. Okay, we going through phases when life rearranges up all of your plans.
Migos flow. I love it. This is good.
Okay, we going through phases when life rearranges up all of your plans. I hope you can take it. I know you gon' make it up out of that basement and stand up. And I know I found something wrong with myself. I don't need your assistance, don't need no one's help. And I hope in time my mistakes turn to wisdom. Don't give in to hate, learn with love and forgiveness.
Damn. Damn. Damn.
Turn to wisdom, don't give in. And
I hope my mistakes turn to wisdom. Just sit with that one for a fucking second. Because at the end of the day, the only way to elevate yourself is to learn from your mistakes. That's it. We've been talking about that this whole fucking reaction. Like, what's the fucking title of the fucking reaction at this point?
Myself, I don't need your assistance, don't need no one's help. And I hope in time my mistakes turn to wisdom. Don't give in to hate, learn with love and forgiveness.
I mean, that's just facts. Sometimes you don't get what you want in life because life is a bitch. Goddamn. Whew. This is a deep song. It's taking a lot for me not to just like break down right now. Holy fuck. This feels like the end of the album. I know there's one more song, but like this feels like the end. Like it feels like it should be the end. Final thoughts of this song. That felt like a book ending for an album. That feels like that should be the last song on the album. I'm just saying. Also, if there was any song on here that I could see being an absolute hit and being like a radio hit, that one. Like 100% it's this one. Like this is like the quintessential like if this is the track I would have released to tease the album. This is the lead track. This is the hype track. This is the one because it feels like an all-in-one of the album. This is why I say it feels like a bookend. It feels like everything we got in the album in one. It feels like all the emotion, all the deep bars, everything in one. That was like a 10 out of 10 perfect song, like all the way around. That was fucking beautiful. Like I said, I was like struggling there. I had to like go into a place not to just like break down because I felt a lot of the things he was saying real deep in my soul, and I just didn't. Like I have with a lot of this album, I just didn't. I can't, man. I can't do it. All right, one more song. All right, let's go. Final song.
Myself human.
Why you do this to me? Whew. God damn it. It's Guru Patik becoming Guru Patik. You know who I'm talking about. Say in the comments. Jesus Christ. You're further than I am in life. That's all. I feel like I am just on a roller coaster out of control, and I want to be at this point where I can learn and grow and be who I want to be, and I can't figure out how to get there, and I just keep throwing shit at the wall hoping it sticks. And I feel like that's what we all do, but it's like, holy fucking shit, this is like crazy.
I learned to name myself human.
That bar's crazy. I learned to name myself human because at the end of the day, you're only human. You can only handle so much abuse, so much hatred, so much depression, so much hurt. We are only humans. And I think we forget that sometimes. Not just that we're only humans, but that we're all humans. Every one of us. And just because you don't understand the person standing next to you the way you understand yourself doesn't mean they're not hurting too. Doesn't mean they're not going through something. God damn it, bro. Fuck. You got me fucked up today.
I learned to hurt. I learned to name myself human. Floating away. clear. We can last forever.
We are all just atoms floating through the universe, waiting for the end of existence to come. Part of that was a quote. The second half of that was all me, baby.
They don't know who we are. What you give is what you get. I'm a little bit upset. I've been giving all I got. Y'all are taking all that's left. I've been linking up with God, trying to figure out what's next in this test. What's the best course of action to react with to this?
It reminds me of an Eminem verse. If I got a penny for every time that would, what is it? If I got a penny or a nickel or something like that for every hour I put into the page, it'd be minimum wage, because it's like you never feel like when you're a creator of anything, of video, of music, of art, any creative puts blood, sweat, and tears into absolutely everything they do. They put their soul into every moment, every fucking fiber of that creation. And sometimes it just feels like you don't get back what you put into it. That's fucking deep. Fuck, dude. You got me fucked up, Nick. You got me fucked up, Nick. Oh, I muted an accident somehow.
Course of action to react with to this mess. Why we separate two factions and attack in a sense. Does nobody care what happens? Imagine the end. Have I fallen off the wagon? Is madness, my friend. Okay, I've been going places trying to reach my...
Have I fallen off the wagon? Is madness, my friend? Reminds me of my absolute favorite quote of all time. I live a long life of insanity followed by a short, horrid burst of sanity. It's Edgar Allan Poe, I think. And I'm sure I butchered that quote, but yeah, that's one of those that ever since I read it, it has stuck in my brain, because that is the quintessential fucking DNA of a creative, is that quote, right? You're a little crazy, and when the sanity kicks in is when you're in misery. That's what I've learned in my life.
On destination, my favorite spot has been crazy. Whenever I'm on vacation, I'm slowly losing my mind, yeah. Whatever's left is alright, yeah. I just hope that as a whole we can grow from that. My name is human and I'm cruising down a broken path.
That got societally philosophical there. Like humans are the ones destroying the earth, which is fucking true. Goddamn, dog!
Human and I'm cruising down a broken path.
I'm gonna sit with my thoughts for a minute. We'll be right back. Overall thoughts so far. For sure, my favorite Nampson project. Nick, you killed that. I'm like trying to think solidly of what my favorite song really was. I think it's Weather. I really do think it was Weather. It was Weather or Ecstasy. Those are the two that are like top of my list of songs that really, 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 really got to me. This one had me in my feels. It still does. It's a lot of self-reflection and it's just thinking. It gives you something to think about. It's a beautiful thing when you can elicit emotion out of somebody. That is the sign of a true great artist. Like I said, there was only really one song I didn't fully like, and there was a few things that caught me off or didn't vibe with me. But there were so many times, especially towards the end, where I just sat with it and vibed. and allowed those emotions to take over and go through the journey. And that is something that was fun and beautiful. And hello, cat. Hold on. It wouldn't be a reaction if we didn't have a surprise appearance from Revy. What'd you think, Revy? Did you like the album? She's like, I just want cuddles, Dad. I know. I'm almost done. So you just lay here and relax. Yeah, I don't know where I was going there. I thought it was great. I still feel like that first track felt more like it belonged towards the end, but I understand why he used it as an opening and it works. The two songs that were the ending were fucking phenomenal and great, and they bookend to each other and they're fucking perfect. Loved that. Loved that. This really felt like a journey through Nick's mind. There was a big hair that just flew past. This really felt like a journey through Nick's mind and emotions and everything. It felt like a needed journey, and I caught vibes. Like I said, it reminded me a lot of the Macklemore album that I reacted to like a year ago. It reminded me a lot of Mac Miller. It reminded me of like old jazz, 60s and 70s type of feel, like old 90s hip hop. I had all of those feelings. It specifically reminded me a lot, and I have to look up the name of this album. It reminded me of Everything Strange Here album by G-Eazy that came out in 2020, where it's like very experimental and very growth centric and just like fun, but also needed to get to the next thing. That's a lot of that. If you haven't heard that album, it's phenomenally good. It's basically like 60s and 70s era of music, of that psychedelic, like beautiful, like journey kind of thing. It's very similar to this album. That's why it really kept bringing me back, and I'm actually going to re-listen to that album because it's a very good album. One of my favorites. Not the favorite of everyone's, though. It's very critiqued of not by people, but I thought it was great. I loved everything about this album. I thought it was very good. It's definitely, like I said, my favorite project from Nick that he's ever put out. It's definitely the one that has elicited the most emotions from me by fucking far. All the two features he had were fucking incredible, fantastic. They both absolutely killed it, Tony and PFE. Like, just holy shit, those two tracks are fucking phenomenal. Yeah, it really, really put me in like a place and like pulled a lot of thoughts out of me that I didn't think it was gonna pull, and it was beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. The thing I will say is I forgot, because I haven't done reactions in so long, that normally I would cut this reaction up into chunks where I would take like an hour off in between like however many songs and like do it in like a couple of chunks. I didn't do that this time, and I am mentally exhausted. Like, I get why I would do that now. I was thinking about it when I was going into this, like, am I gonna just go straight through? Let's do it. And then I was like, oh, immediately regretted it. It was like, yeah, I definitely could have used that. And I took some, but it was like a couple minute breaks instead of like, I would usually take like an hour and just be like, chill for a second, come back to it. Because it is hard. There's a lot of thoughts running through my head, and there will probably be more as I listen to this more. Like, I'm for sure going to listen to this in the car, and I think I'm going to have a different understanding for it, which I usually do. Usually, and a lot of times what I'll do is sit with the album and listen to it a couple times before we do our final thoughts. I don't have the time to do that with this one, unfortunately, because I'm just going to be real with you. Nick, you sent me this early, and I'm very thankful for that. I sat down to do this recording 4 fucking times, and this is the final time that I was able to fucking do it. Things kept coming up, and I wasn't able to do it. But I'm glad I finally got it done. I'm recording this the night before this releases. I should have recorded this like a week ago when I got it, but whatever. Nick still sent it to me early, and I'm very grateful. Thank you, Nick. Thanks for being a good friend. The album for me felt like a journey through Nick's mind. Felt like a journey through everything he's been through in the last few years, and it felt like a lot of those tracks needed to be made for Nick. And I think that was beautiful. I think that's something that I will appreciate forever for this project. And again, it also felt very experimental and like he was finding his sound again, which is something I've said multiple times about Nick. When you finally land on your final evolution, I'm curious to see what it's going to be, because you have changed so much from the first thing I remember you playing me to this. Because I remember close to when we first met, you played me something, and I don't even know if that song ever was released, now that I think about it, but it was very different from what we're at now. There's definitely a self-finding journey going on, and I'm very curious to see what the next projects are going to sound like. I imagine you're probably going to make a music video or two for these, and I'm excited to see those. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I think you should. I'm just saying. I'll fly out and direct it. Just straight up. Yeah, I found a lot of it fascinating. I found it very interesting, the way things were put together, how you were picking beats, and the differences between a lot of things. There was a very through line for quite a few, and then there were some that were just like way out left field, and it was like, where did that come from? Like, I'm genuinely curious, and it's fun. You definitely got me in my feels a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm burnt. I'm very burnt, and I'm very much like, holy shit, that just happened. That was great. Like, it was not a bad thing. It was fucking fantastic. Again, I'm very excited to see where you go with it. Now, of course, we do our ratings 1 to 13 on the channel. I'm going to rate that as a total 11 out of 13, which is amazing. Because I loved it. I did love it. This is, again, my favorite project you've put out. Some of my favorite songs for sure that you've ever done are on this, like, by far. You really captured my attention. You captured my emotion. You sent me on this ride with you. I really felt like I connected on a deeper level with you as an artist, and that was beautiful. I felt like you really are coming into your own sound finally, and your own you, and that's beautiful to see, and I'm curious to see where that's going to take you. And yeah, I'm just excited for the future, and I really want to see how the numbers do on this, because I feel like you have some really, really good hits on here that are going to gain traction at some point. Even if it's not this week, it'll be a month from now or a year from now. Someone's going to find it, and it's going to just rock it. And I think that's cool as fuck. Nick, congratulations on everything. Congrats on the album release. I wish you all the best always. You are literally like a brother to me. I love you to death, buddy. You know, if you ever need anything, I'm right here always, and I will always be here to react to new music from you. I did save 2 notes that I wanted to ask you. One is I would love to guest star and co-host a fucking reaction stream with you one day, and do one myself, maybe for this channel. I've never streamed on this channel, so I think that would be a fun little fucking thing we could do. And 2, I would love to interview you about the album and about what's going on with you, and have like you come onto my podcast, basically, because I do, and I will explain that more in DMs, and also ask you if you want to co-host a podcast at the end of that podcast. But yeah, I would love for you to now come on to the podcast that I messaged you about years ago and interview you for it. Doesn't have to be a yes, because we could also just do that on the live stream, but I think it'd be fun. Yeah, with all that being said, everyone, I'm sure who is here has already heard this album, but if you have not sat and listened to the entirety of it in one sitting, I recommend that highly. With all that being said, that is going to do it for this reaction, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Listen to Macklemore in all of his satire glory, and
tag me so I can be happy. Get a follow, guys, like and subscribe.
Look down in the description for all of my important links. Also a link to the playlist that is this fucking album, and all of Nick's stuff will be down there as well. It's always down there because he's my intro and outro song. So yeah. So go check the fucking album out. And I will see you all in the next video. Ta-ta for now.
Can't be asleep when I'm awake, trying to be happy, but what is fake. Something is just wrong with me. I have insomnia dreams. Close my eyes to see the dark. Sounds all around me will stop. Kept up with thoughts I can't see. I have insomnia dreams.